at Moonee Valley tonight. There are a few clouds around. Let's hope they don't cause any problems to this historic meeting at Moonee Valley. Overcast and slow is the official report. Now the scratchings. The first event is clear. The second race, number 1, Mr. Efficiency, 2, Lamelazin, and 10, Worthy Knight. 1, 2, 10 out of the second. Race 3, number 13, Wilkinson, 14, Jim, and 15, Street Cadet, 13, 14, 15. The fourth event, the main race, and the fifth event, there are no scratchings. Race 6, number 7, Ascetic Ruler, and 10, Sergris, 7 and 10 from the sixth. And they have 7 night races at Moonee Valley, 6 Vitamins, 7 Miss Angelique, 10 Magic Sovereign, 11 Shaban, 13 Sassafras are the scratchings, 6, 7, 10, 11 and 13 from race 7 at Moonee Valley. On to riding changes now at Moonee Valley. There's only a handful of them. In the third race, number 11, Christmas Toy, is going to be ridden by Greg Childs. And in race 5, there are 2 jockey changes. Craig Williams has picked up the mount on Zoroastrian, and Venetian's Luck will now be ridden by Aaron Spiteri. And in the 6th event on the program, number 3, Black Rancho, is a pickup ride for Dan Brereton. They're the jockey changes for Moonee Valley. Gear changes now. In the first event, number 4, Shows On, will race without the blinkers. In the third race at Moonee Valley, number 3, Rossetti Gold, has the blinkers again. And in the same race, number 8, Chasing Stars, will carry the tongue time for the first time. And in race 4, the main race, number 8, Stella Cadente, is going to carry the ring bit for the first time. That's Shane Dye's mount in the 4th. In race 7, number 1, Gamila, has the pacifiers on for the first time, and the blinkers will be coming off limber up number 12 in the last event, race 7. So that's the scratchings, gear changes and jockey changes for Moonee Valley. The meeting at Ascot's already underway, but there's still a few races.
On the inside runner, Tango's led next along, Bulter coming up, followed by the favourite, Vitronite. Looks a ball of muscle. Brilliant winner at Caulfield last time out. Shane Dye will be hoping, of course, to create history in his first ride here at night in Melbourne. Likewise, Clary Connors, who trains Vitronite. Geiger Sparkle moving up. And the field will soon be ready for the first on tonight's card, the Strathair Handicap 1600 metres. As Torelli's about to come up, followed by Newshawk, trained by Anthony Cummings. Mr. Machiavelli will come up. They'll soon be set. Newshawk will be on the outside. Mr. Machiavelli next to Newshawk. And they're just about set here. First race on the card. Night racing here in Melbourne for the first time. They're set. Ready to go. Shows On the inside runner, away they run, and Shows On the inside was the first to jump out, quickly headed by City Hall. He began well, and Bulter was quickly into stride. Going fast on the outside, Geiger Sparkle, followed by Mr. Machiavelli, and just in behind them, Vitronite, settling in a nice posse. Torelli's a bit further back along the outside, being followed by Tango's Ladder, and Newshawk has got back to last, to the first turn. 1,250 metres left to go. Bulter takes up the running, leads a length to Geiger Sparkle, a length and a half further back, City Hall reefing for his head. He's over on the inside of Mr. Machiavelli, a length and a half, then Shows On, followed by Vitronite. Torelli is further back in the field on the outside of Tango's Ladders next to last, and Newshawk is bringing up the rear as they race along past the 1,000 metre mark. Bulter showing out over a length in advance of Geiger Sparkle, 2 lengths further back to Mr. Machiavelli on the outside of City Hall, nicely positioned. A length and a half then Shows On, close up the outside, one off the fences of Vitronite, and they were followed further back in the field by Torelli, gaining ground, followed by Newshawk as second last, Tango's Lad last as they come down the school side. 650 metres left to go, and Geiger Sparkle moving up on the outside to join Bulter in the lead. Geiger Sparkle takes the front running, coming up towards the home turn, a length and a half in advance of Bulter, who can't go on. Here comes Vitronite on the outside, putting in a claim, and he's followed by Mr. Machiavelli. Over on the inside, City Hall is balked for a run at that point. Torelli coming around them, Shows On is further back in the field. Newshawk is under pressure. Tango's Ladder's well back as they're making the home turn. Geiger Sparkle the leader, a length and a half. Vitronite being hard ridden, moving up on the outside, followed by Torelli as they straighten up. Geiger Sparkle tackled by Vitronite. Vitronite takes the lead halfway down the running, looks set for victory for Shane Dye and Clary Connors. Vitronite drawing away the favourite home in the first of the night here, and Vitronite comes away for an easy victory. Vitronite eased down on the post to score by a length and a half. Mr. Machiavelli ahead away third, Geiger Sparkle. Newshawk is fourth, followed next home by Torelli and Shows On, and then came Bulter next to last in the event. Well back City Hall, and the bad last is Tango's Lad. So Shane Dye at Clary Connors in this history-making night here at Moonee Valley have won the Strathair Handicap in great style. Number 1, Vitronite, ridden by Shane Dye, raced by Mrs. B and Mrs. B.J. Mathine, J.L. and Mrs. D.M. Horseman, D.W. and Mrs. L.F. Boyd, trained by Clary Connors at Warwick Farm, winning the first on tonight's card at Moonee Valley in great style, $1.60 and $1.20. defeating Mr. Machiavelli, who's run a big race. Number 6, Mr. Machiavelli, ridden by Danny Adam. Third placing goes to number 5, Geiger Sparkle, ridden by Greg Hall. All placings in the first on tonight's card. There's a very, very comfortable win. Good horse, this fellow. Vitronite by Lord Ballina out of centre place, a Centane mare. One with Penny in hand, as you see there, about a length and a half to Mr. Machiavelli, who's come through on the inside for second. Geiger Sparkle third, and they have finished well ahead of the next batch of horses. $1.60 and $1.20 for Vitronite. Number 6, Mr. Machiavelli, at $3.30. And number 5, third, is Geiger Sparkle at $3.30. The time for the 1600 metres is 1:37.9. 1:37.9. Punters off to a great start with the favourite, the odds-on favourite, home in very, very easy fashion, as you see here in Vitronite, taking out the honours in the first event. We'll be back here to the Valley with race number 2 coming up next on the program. The right grain handicap over 2,040 metres due at 10 minutes after 8. To Jugar.
Brindle Wings was last.
Pretty good. It's a pretty good go, but Gay Meteor 682.30, 150 Glasgow $1.30 under scrutiny. Lights are on at Moonee Valley. Plenty of them too. And here's John.
Away they go to a good start too. Jugar Bay beat them out near the inside, landed about a length clear of He's in Control, who began well. Zabella was away quickly towards the outside, so was Minesweeper. And just in behind them, Mysari, Mocha Master, further back to Papa's Party, and Prince Humble has dropped out to last. They're across the track coming down past the judge, a line of 3 here. Mysari in the centre, one of the leaders with Jugar Bay, and up on the outside is Zabella as they race out of the straighter. A length and a half further back as He's in Control, who shifted ground and bumped Minesweeper as they race along the side. A length and a half further back as Mocha Master, being followed by Prince Humble and Papa's Party last of all. Down the side, 1,500 metres left to go. Mysari in charge, a length and a half. Zabello, half a length further back as Jugar Bay, 2 lengths away. He's in Control, a length and a half then. 2 Minesweeper on the outside, further back in the field. Mocha Master, Prince Humble and Papa's Party as they go round the bottom turn. About 1,300 metres left to go. Mysari by a length in advance of Zabello. Close in behind them, then Jugar Bay getting a nice run. Fourth, He's in Control, a length and a half. Minesweeper over on the outside of Mocha Master, a length and a half to Papa's Party. Second last, and last is Prince Humble as they drive into the back. Just over 1,000 metres out, and Mysari the leader. A length, Zabello is now second, a half length further back. Jugar Bay followed by He's in Control's had a nice run. 1.5 further back as Minesweeper on the outside of Mocha Master, being followed by Papa's Party and Prince Humble last of all. That's the order racing down past the 800 metre mark with that distance left to go. Mysari, half a length, Zabello moving up on the outside, and there goes He's in Control, making ground around the outside, Minesweeper, and they're followed closely by Jugar Bay, who's on the rails. Prince Humble about to come around them. A length and a half then Mocha Master second last, and last Papa's Party down the side. 600 metres to go. Zabello is the leader, being tackled by Minesweeper, looming up on the outside. Prince Humble is gaining ground. Jugar Bay, Mysari dropping it up. Hard ridden next to the head of the others. Then He's in Control as they come up towards the home turn, and further back Papa's Party and Mocha Master. Round the home turn, Zabello headed by Minesweeper looks to be travelling well on the turn, and here comes Prince Humble with a good run, and just behind them Jugar Bay is looking for a way out, and He's in Control as they straighten up. Minesweeper on the outside, Zabello are locked together. Minesweeper takes the lead, half a length Zabello, who's fighting back strongly, and Jugar Bay down the outside, and Prince Humble. Jugar Bay takes the lead, 100 metres left to go, and it's Jugar Bay drawing away. Jugar Bay wins it well. Minesweeper second, ahead away third Zabello. Then He's in Control, and Prince Humble behind them. Papa's Party, Mocha Master, and last home is Mysari. Would have been unlucky had it have been beaten. It was locked in there just before the home turn, but got out and has come home strongly, beaten the lip last time out at Flemington by Knight's Word, and made amends here this evening by scoring in great style. Number 6, Jugar Bay, ridden by Luke Curry in the right grain handicap. $5.70, $1.60 defeats number 3, Minesweeper, ridden by Shane Tronerud. $1.60. Number 7 has run third, Zabello. Ridden much more forward tonight, ridden by Gary Murphy at $1.40. Jugar Bay, trained at Cranbourne by Colin Alderson for his wife Lynn and himself and Mrs. KG and M.A. Blake. A 4-year-old brown gelding by Jugar out of Ima and his Lero mare. Number 6, Jugar Bay, ridden by Luke Curry, by Jugar, taking out the honours in race 2 here at Moonee Valley, ahead of number 3, Minesweeper, Shane Tronerud, number 7, third, Zabello, ridden by Gary Murphy. 6, 3 and 7 in the second of the night here at Moonee Valley. 2:10.8 the time, and back with race 3 next to follow. The Concept Sports Plate, 1,200 metres at 8:40.
Okay, John. And we're back with Sky Racing in Moonee Valley, and Rex Hunt. He likes his AFL and he's fishing, but tonight he's having a night at the races at Moonee Valley. Many personalities there. Jeff Kennett's officially going to launch this night racing program. The night racing season is officially going to be launched at 8:50, so in about half an hour the Premier will be arriving at Moonee Valley to just make everything official and start the formalities there, and the main race coming up at 20 minutes past 9, those times Eastern Summer, the Sunny Crust Australia Stakes over 1,200 metres. It is going to be an absolute beauty. Some of Australia's top sprinters there tonight. Al Mansour, Spartacus, who absolutely loves it there at Moonee Valley. He's had the 6 starts for 4 wins and 2 placings, and the best jockey in Australia is riding him tonight, Jim Cassidy. Tokay from the Freedman Stable, Special Day, and it's a terrific race. That's the Australia Stakes a little bit later on. But Albert, this is probably the first one really that's completely under the lights. There was still a little bit of daylight around for the first 2, but darkness has fell on Melbourne, and we're up to race number 3 on the program with this event due in about 2 minutes' time. Go Davo Go at 5:50. He's actually the favourite at that quote. 10 Unfettered, 14 Rosetti Gold, 680 Bangarang Brave, 10 for Heads I Laugh, Starlook 750, 10 The Crushing Plant, 12 Chasing Stars, and Copeland at $5.50. Wonderful spectacle. The lights really bring up the silks, and of course the jockeys wearing coloured caps in each particular race. They're set colours for the caps tonight at Moonee Valley. The lighting system on top of the barrier stalls there has been adjusted for night racing at Moonee Valley, and we'll be taking you to the track fairly soon, a dead track for racing at Moonee Valley tonight. It was slow today, but it's been upgraded for the night program. Cripetus rearing up a bit before he consents to go in. Albion Park in 3 minutes, Turbo's Revenge at 4:10.
On top of the stalls, which indicate the horses are moving up, the amber lights will come on when there are 2 to go in, and they get off when the green lights come on. They'll be on their way. Now waiting for Go Davo Go, a last start Flemington winner to move in, and getting close to darkness here as far as the outside is concerned, but beautifully illuminated on course as you see here. Starlook coming in and waiting for Unfettered to complete the line for the 3rd race, the Concept Sports Plate. Over 1,200 metres race to follow. The Sunny Crust Australia Stakes should be a beauty. Now here's Unfettered going up, Chasing Stars, the inside runner. Race over 1,200 metres. Soon be on their way. Copeland standing in well. All set. Ready to run. Starlook stands up in the desired manner. They're off. Good start too. One of the first to get out. Heads I Laugh, quickly headed by Cripetus. The grey going quickly along the inside to take over. Chasing Stars began well just in behind them, and further back in the field, Christmas Toy being followed by Copeland. And the Crushing Plant is up just behind those leaders as they settle a length further back than Rosetti Gold. And over on the outside is Go Davo Go, and Unfettered is last of all. Down the side of Keen Tussle for the lead. Bangarang Brave. And over on the outside, Copeland together by length in advance here. Getting up just in behind them, Starlook being ridden along, followed by the Crushing Plant. Out deeper on the track, Christmas Toy. Cripetus is over on the inside, a bit further back to Peddler's Gold, and they're followed further back by Go Davo Go. Right around the outside, further back in the field is Unfettered, and a well-packed field as they come up towards the home turn, where it's a good tussle for the lead here. Over on the outside, one of the leaders, Copeland, Bangarang Brave on the inside, joined by the Crushing Plant, and Go Davo Go is 4 deep, and Unfettered coming around them as 5 wide. As they round the home turn, Heads I Laugh is looking for a run further back to Cripetus. Starlook is drubbing out of it, and they're followed by Chasing Stars as they straighten up. Go Davo Go has burst away inside the 200 metres as well clear. Coming down the outside from a long way back is Rosetti Gold running on well, being followed further back then by Unfettered. Go Davo Go is the leader. Go Davo Go is holding his advantage, and Go Davo Go wins it by a length and a half. Rosetti Gold. 3rd home Bangarang Brave, followed by Unfettered, and Heads I Laugh behind them, Chasing Stars and Copeland. Well back to Cripetus, and they're followed next by Peddler's Gold, the Crushing Plant, Christmas Toys, a distant second last, and last of all is Starlook.
Okay, John, we'll leave it there, but Go Davo Go has got away to win quite easily. Another one for an apprentice, Luke Dowson this time, $6.50 and $2.30. Rosetti Gold, number 3, not a bad run, $4.30. Bangarang Brave, number 4 at $2.20. But Go Davo Go from the Leon Corsten stable with the white nose. Luke Dowson keeping him going down to the line has won most comfortably. He doesn't mind going around at night. 1-3-4 at Moonee Valley. Now, Albion Park Race 3, they're being boxed. The favourite here is the inside, Turbo's Revenge, to finally make all of this official. The national anthem currently underway, being sung by one of the local girls' choirs in Melbourne. And as I said, that main race coming up in about 20 minutes' time. I suppose cricket's been successful overnight, so has AFL and so many other sports. Rugby league in New South Wales. Tennis is a classic example. The Australian Open tennis is played under lights. So why not racing? I guess they finally decided it was time to give it a go, and tonight was the night. Australia Day 1998 was the day that was labelled to be the first ever night racing meeting at Moonee Valley. There's still another 6 after this one. We have this Moonee Valley meeting tonight, and then another 6 on Wednesday nights. Tonight's the only Monday, then they revert to Wednesday nights. But that crowd there, they've absolutely packed the place out. If it was daytime, you'd think it was Cox Plate Day, because they have such an enormous roll up there at Moonee Valley. And they've also got the big name horses. Encounter was out on the track a little bit earlier on today, or tonight I should say, and the big race there featuring Al Mansour, who'll be looking to create history somewhat if he can win 8 group races in a row. Not too many do that. Spartacus with that great record at Moonee Valley, and so many other good horses too. Tauke, Special Dane and Cut Up Rough would have to be a big chance. Bazooka Bale at Sandown beat us that you and Sid the Kid, 890 Quinella trifecta, 89.10 on race 5 at Sandown. In pretty good time, 30 and 10 was the time there. Now Angle Park, race 5, they're about to box them, and here's on a beautiful night there, just a slight breeze blowing, but no sign of any rain, which is terrific news. In fact, the track's actually drying there at Moonee Valley, so they've got perfect conditions, and just as well for the big crowd that have gone there tonight. Little Texan at Angle Park, 790 Australia Stakes, the weight for age event, which isn't too far away. Only about 22 minutes, and a great battle for favouritism on the total. In fact, Al Mansour's very much a favourite there. So in fact, he's got the betting summed up. Al Mansour, his odds on a bit shorter than I think most people thought he could possibly be in the next event. Although when you consider the horse's recent form, his brilliant performance in the Rubiton Stakes, and the way he's been racing, he's won his last 7 in group conditions, I guess he's probably entitled to be a pretty short price favourite. He's paying $1.60, Al Mansour. Cut Up Rough at $24. Blazing Reality, who loves the wet, $11, and they are on a dead track there. $35 for Marble Hall's first up since the Melbourne Cup. Spartacus, $9.80. That would have to be the value in the race. He's had 6 starts at Moonee Valley for 4 wins, a second and a third. He's never finished out of a place, Spartacus, at Moonee Valley, and he's got the best jockey in Australia riding him tonight, Jim Cassidy. It's almost 9 to 1. $1.60 Al Mansour, Special Dane $8.30, Tauke $11, and Stella Cadente, Shane Dye's ride, $13 second up. But Al Mansour's the one they want. He's $1.10 in Queensland, but I guess that's where he's from. The Queenslanders love him. John Russell has tipped him to beat Special Dane and put Spartacus in there for third. 5, 6 and 4 for the 4th event at Moonee Valley. That's the Australia Stakes. So it's time for us to take a break. Stay with us. The Australia Stakes is coming up soon. And next we'll take you to Albion Park. That Sydney is destined to wait for it a little bit longer. Moonee Valley of Victoria have beaten them to the punch with the night racing in Victoria, the first state in Australia to have metropolitan night racing tonight at Moonee Valley. That's the man who's in charge of that very progressive state. Love him or hate him, he's certainly got things running pretty well down there in Victoria. We hope to bring you more of Jeff Kennett's speech a little bit later on, but we do have a greyhound commitment to go to at Albion. His words.
It gives me a great deal of pleasure to officially launch night racing at Moonee Valley here in Victoria, Australia, and I trust you all get a great deal of satisfaction and enjoyment from it. Have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Premier. I'd now ask Adoration on the Gospel Train to come forward, and they're going to sing for us, and you're going to sing along with them the Australian National Anthem. It's on page 63 of the race book, Advance Australia Fair. Adoration on the Gospel Train. Australians, we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in
Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing. Advance, Australia fair.
Advance Australia Fair, a terrific lead-in on Australia Day to the main races. Thousands of red, white and blue balloons head off into the night sky there at Moonee Valley, and we're only a couple of minutes away from the main race. That action came through a short time ago, but we're only 9 minutes away from the Sunny Crust Australia Stakes at Group 1 level. Still Al Mansour is the odds-on favourite. He's got out just a little bit to $1.90, but look what the Queenslanders have got him at. 21 for Cut Up Rough, Blazing Reality at $9.60, Marble Halls at 29, Spartacus 7.30, Al Mansour $1.90, Special Dane 7.50, $9.84, Tauke from the Freedman stable, and Stella Cadente at $9.10 the filly. But Al Mansour is John Russell's selection to beat Special Dane in the upcoming race, and the horse who loves it there at Moonee Valley, Spartacus, with his new jockey on tonight. 5.64 for race 4 at Moonee Valley. And Brendan Parnell thinks that the Queenslander Al Mansour is going to be too good for them in the Australia Stakes. That's race 4, number 5, Al Mansour. So Jeff Kennett has launched it, and it's officially underway, and I get the feeling, looking at that big crowd there at Moonee Valley tonight, that night racing is really here to stay. I don't think perhaps we'll ever get to the stage where the Cox Plate or any of the real big races is being run under lights at Moonee Valley, but tonight I guess it's the first Group 1 race in Australia's history to be run at night, and it certainly worked for them tonight. Sandown race 6, the Dividend, but under the system of night racing at Moonee Valley, they're all allotted particular coloured caps. And Al Mansour heads around to the barriers. He looks absolutely terrific.
It's tight. We've got 6 Regional Echo by Gunlaw Osti from Regional Dreamer, Denise Bryant. Or 1 In Harmony by Balagari from Just a Charm, Peter Jovanovic. So 30 and 27 the time. No numbers in the frame, but Wolf Black will get this over Proud Misty. Third's very tight. We'll confirm all numbers shortly here at Angle Park after the running of race number 6, the Open.
OK, Dean, well, we'll concentrate on the big race. Race number 4 at Moonee Valley. We're less than 3 minutes away from start time, and there's plenty of thoroughbred punters out tonight because the Super Tab win pool is about to hit $500,000. Here's Marble Halls trotting past our screen. I said he's probably the only horse that doesn't have a chance in the Australia Stakes, but I guess you'd better be careful saying things like that, because it has been known that these Melbourne Cup horses can win first up. Saintly did it. Let's Elope did it. Marble Hall's obviously perhaps not in the same category as them, but he hasn't raced since the Melbourne Cup. He's $31 and the only real bolter, although Cut Up Rough is a handy sprinter on his day, is $21. He hasn't raced since winning the Sandown Stakes in November over 1,400 metres. And 4-5-1 there at Angle Park. In Harmony got third. No third divvy though. 4, 5 and 1. There's Spartacus over in the orange colours, and Shane Dye riding for John Morris, who's got a few horses in Melbourne at the moment. He's down there campaigning Pleasure Giver, and Stella Cadente and Blazing Reality. Albion Park 40 for the Red, 7.50 for Ghostly Silence, 10 New Spec, 2.50 Stylish Bounder, 11 Captain Gizmo, Spot Credit 2.60, Uli 2.28 and Captain Aaron at $27. The race coming up in about 4 minutes' time. Stylish Bounder, Spot Credit and Ghostly Silence, 4, 7 and 2 are Paul Dolan's selections. And Larry Cassidy, who rode at Randwick today, hot-footed it down to Melbourne for this program tonight, and why wouldn't he? To keep his association very strong with this very classy 3-year-old Al Mansour. In fact, he's a very versatile horse, Al Mansour. He can race up on the pace or come from behind. He's won from 1,000 metres up to 1,600 metres. He can sprint with them. Being by at Talak, you'd think he'd be more suited to longer distances, but he's a classy little sprinter. That is Al Mansour. And Spartacus with that wonderful record at Moonee Valley, John. I just can't go past him. Spartacus, 6 starts at the Valley for 4 wins and 2 minor placings, and Jim Cassidy on board. He certainly looks good at $7.40.
Yes, very good value. Matthew will agree on that, but certainly Al Mansour looking the one to beat here. He's now at $1.90 on the total. Al Mansour going for his 8th win in a row. And they're about to be called in here for the running of the big one of the night, the Group 1 Sunny Crust Australia Stakes. Stella Cadente going in. Cut Up Rough about to move in, followed by Special Dane. A brilliant winner of the Sandown Guineas in the spring of last year. Al Mansour looks a ball of muscle. Trained right to the minute for this race. He's moving up under the guidance of Larry Cassidy, Marble Halls, who contested both the Caulfield and Melbourne Cups in the spring. Now about to move in, Blazing Reality. Tauke to move up. Cut Up Rough, Spartacus will be on the outside. Marble Hall's about to move in. And they'll soon be ready for the Australia Stakes over 1,200 metres at weight for age. Cut Up Rough, Marble Halls, Spartacus to complete the line. $1.90 on the Toadell Mansour. Cut Up Rough moving in. Marble Halls and Spartacus, the last two to go up. Inside runner, Stella Cadonte. Shane Dye winning the first race tonight. Marble Halls goes up. Spartacus to move along. The only one out. Spartacus to move in. Packed house here at Moonee Valley, as you can imagine. Spartacus moves up. All ready to go. Set for a start. Ready. Good line. Set. They're off. Great start. Spartacus jumped brilliantly towards the outside. Will lead on settling down. Getting away very quickly also Special Dane, and going forward along the inside into a handy position Stella Cadonte. A length and a half further back in behind them is El Mansour, and they were followed by Blazing Reality on the inside of Tauke. A bit further back is Cut Up Rough, and Marble Halls is last of all. Speed to burn coming up past the 800 metre mark. Spartacus a length and a half. Special Dane second. Stella Cadonte on the inside of El Mansour, who's running fourth. A length and a half further back Blazing Reality, who's over on the inside of Tauke, followed by Cut Up Rough as they race down the side, and Marble Hall sneaking up along the inside. Down the school side, it's Spartacus by a length and a half. Special Dane on the outside of Stella Cadonte. Just in behind them, El Mansour, a length and a half further back. Tauke, Blazing Reality. Marble Hall's over on the inside, and Cut Up Rough is last of all as they round the home turn. Spartacus the leader. Special Dane running on well. Here comes El Mansour around the outside, putting in his claim. And over on the inside, Stella Cadonte very deep as Tauke, Blazing Reality as they round the home turn. Spartacus the leader, about a length and a half to El Mansour down the outside. They're followed by Special Dane. Stella Cadonte getting through on the inside, is finishing very quickly. Stella Cadonte over on the inside from Spartacus and El Mansour. Stella Cadonte's in front. Stella Cadonte wins it from our second home. El Mansour and nose away third. Spartacus followed by Tauke. Further back in the field then would be Special Dane, followed by Marble Halls, Blazing Reality, and Cut Up Rough has run last. The 3-year-old filly Stella Cadonte has triumphed for Shane Dye. 2 rides for 2 wins here. And a great performance by this brilliant 3-year-old in Stella Cadonte, getting a beautiful run on the inside. What a ride by Shane Dye. Bob and Rosemary Scarborough had 2 in the race. They had Marble Halls and Stella Cadonte, and they have triumphed with this bonny filly Stella Cadonte by Centane out of Temple Fire, making it now 5 wins out of 8 starts. Trained by John Morrish at Randwick. Shane Dye winning double, and Stella Cadonte with a photo for second and third between El Mansour and Spartacus. Minor placings to come up. Number 5, El Mansour's run second. Larry Cassidy. Number 4, third is Spartacus, ridden by Jimmy Cassidy.
OK, John, green light at Albion Park.
$1.80. Starling.
It's been known for the occasional upset over the years. Of course, it used to be called the William Reid Stakes. Some people are still calling it the William Reid. But the Australia Stakes this year has been won by the Sydney filly, the 3-year-old filly Stella Cadonte. The fireworks are going off in Sydney to celebrate Australia Day in Sydney, straight off the top of Centre Point Tower, and that's the reason this next event at Wentworth Park will probably be maybe a couple of minutes late. They'll certainly wait until the fireworks are over before they bring the dogs out, because it really does stir them up. Here, Shane Dye has won 2 races tonight at Moonee Valley. He's pretty happy about this. Vitronite won the first race for him today, the first ever race under the lights, and now he's won the first ever Group 1 race under the lights on this